G'day folks, RACV's Handy Andy back again with your tips around the home, and today we're going to look at an issue that can be quite costly and at very least a sheer waste of water: dripping taps. We're going to look at how to fix a common garden tap, but the same principles can be applied to a lot of taps within the home. To combat this issue, we're going to be replacing the tap washer, the body washer and the spindle rubber, as well as giving the tap a complete clean and overhaul. To do this, we're going to require a shifter, set of multi grips, small screwdriver, bucket of soapy water and an old rag. Parts we'll need from the local hardware store are a tap washer, a body washer, spindle rubber size 8 or 8.5 and some tap lubricant. Before we start, put about a litre or so of water in a bucket and set it aside. We'll come back to that later. Next, and very importantly, we need to find the water meter to isolate the water coming into the property. It's usually at the very front of the property within a metre of the footpath. And remember, when you find it, righty-tighty to turn it off. To relieve the water pressure in the line, open up the tap you're about to work on. Not only will this ensure you don't get wet when we take the tap apart, it makes it easier for the tap to come apart because the spindle won't be pressed against the seat. Very important. Using your multi grips to hold the body of the tap, undo the spindle with your shifter, remember lefty-loosey, and then unwind the entire spindle and make sure that washer comes out as well. Once that's done, we can use our bucket of soapy water we put away earlier just to give the whole thing a good clean. Holding the outside of the spindle, turn the tap handle clockwise until it becomes loose. We can then remove our body washer and our spindle rubber using our small screwdriver, like so. Once that's all clean and dry, we can put our new spindle rubber back onto where the old one came from, in its little groove there. Just a little bit of tap lubricant, just to keep those rubbers from drying out. And very, very importantly, screw that back in as far as it'll go. Otherwise, when you put this all back together, it will not sit properly and it will leak every time you turn the tap on, so that's very important to do. Place your new body washer over the base of the spindle and put your new tap washer in the hole. Then righty-tighty to put the entire assembly back into your tap. Using your multis and your shifter again, give it a little nip, not too tight, and then turn your tap back off righty-tighty. Once again, not too tight, because that's the main reason why these washers split. We can now turn the water back onto the property and test our tap to see how we did. Well, there you go folks, a little bit of time and effort can save big costs and water wastage.